CycleDrag.com. How you doing, guys? I have some questions for my experts out there. I know we have so many great motorcycle mechanics and Hayabusa experts who follow this page. We certainly appreciate that. Now, take a look at this. This is a super easy job for so many of you, but yes, for a newbie working on a Hayabusa like myself, this is a pretty big night. Finally attempting my first oil change here. I had the oil changed elsewhere the first few times. Was a little apprehensive to go in on this fairing. This took a while, and my biggest concern is I just wanted to keep it looking nice. It's so shiny, it's so new. I didn't want to make any mistakes and let the fairing sustain any damage, but so far so good. So I need some advice. I need some advice from my experts. Any tips for successfully putting that back on? Guys, if you're new to this like me, you're going to end up with about exactly 10 fasteners when you're done. There were some great YouTube videos that I watched that helped me big time. I think some of the guys out there who've done it hundreds of times say they can get the fairing off in 6 minutes or less. I'm not going to tell you how long it took me, but it was a little longer than that. So I'm set up for an oil change right now. I got my filter wrench on my filter. Also, you see some aluminum foil. This is a trick that I learned. Shout out to my man 602 Busa. He said put some aluminum foil on the pipes. That'll avoid getting oil on your pipes and the smoke situation. Gonna start the bike in just a second to heat it up. But first I want to know from you guys, again, what do you like to do in terms of a filling procedure? What type of oil do you like to use? How much oil do you put in? I read what the manual recommends. I also see there's a lot of preference and conflicting information online. Drag racers, here's a big question. How often do you change your oil? I know some of you guys out there with high performance bikes, you change it more than once a weekend when you're at the racetrack, and I totally understand that. For a street strip bike, when you're putting 20, 30 passes on this thing at a couple of test and tunes, how often do you change your oil? Do you get it out there? Do you get it out as soon as you can? That's my question. I have it up on a pit bull stand right now. I'm loving my pit bull stand. I don't know if you guys have this. I had to take the mufflers off. That was the only catch. But that's my fault, not pit bulls, because right now I have this bike in a pretty rare state, I would say. It's lowered. It's got the awesome Brock's lowering link, but I still have stock exhaust. The great Brock Davidson helped me out. He showed me a lot, and he gave me very sound advice. He said, until I get this thing into 9s, keep that stock exhaust on so I'm not dramatically increasing the horsepower of this bike. And I can't wait to do so. I can't wait to pick up. I've had about 25 passes on the bike so far. Going to get this oil changed, and some racetracks are going to be opening, and we are going to go out and have some fun. Guys, thanks for watching. Let's get the discussion going. How do you like to do this? How long do you let your motorcycle heat up? I didn't want to heat it up beforehand because I didn't know how long it was going to take me to, of course, get the fairing off. So we'll let her heat up for a little bit. And then we will go ahead with the oil change. Thank you guys so much for all the tips and all the advice. Really appreciate it. Hopefully I end up putting this thing back together. I'll try my best. Looking forward to seeing each and every one of you this year on Cycle Drag.